now.
Okay, so today we're going to go over how to do mass exporting and importing into Dynamics. The first thing that you're going to want to do once you log into Dynamics is make sure that you're going to your sales, and then from your sales into your opportunities. Once you get into your opportunities, this third toolbar down here has listed all of your views. Go scroll through and select the view that you're wanting to make your changes to. Once you have selected your view, you will then go up to the top and export to Excel. The key things to note when exporting to Excel, when this loads, there is this one little box right here that says make this data available for re-importing. Always make sure to click that when doing mass exporting and importing. As well as when there's more than one page attached, make sure you're selecting the worksheet with records from all pages. You then click Export, and then Open. Okay, so once you have gotten your Excel spreadsheet has popped up, the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure to click Enable Editing up top. This is going to give us the ability to edit down this spreadsheet. You'll see this looks a little bit differently from our normal everyday exports. So the main things you'll notice here are there are some columns in blue on the top as well as down on the side. What you're going to want to do here is go down and scroll and find each of the schools or opportunities that you wish to make your changes to. And you'll note here that you have the opportunity to change and update any of these columns that are attached. So this is a great thing to use, a great tool to use when, say, at this point when we're doing re-recruitment, for you to go in and update your sales stages. The great thing about this different format of spreadsheet is you'll see the drop-down arrows located beside each field that we're going to manipulate. This is there so that we can choose the options that are actually in the Dynamics opportunities. So we don't have to worry about any spelling errors and something not exporting and importing back in. So one thing to know if you're updating your sales stages is you see that you have the option to choose any of the sales stages listed in Dynamics. We are going to be typically using this for our open, pending, pre-registered, and no event date registered, as well as our canceled schools. The one thing you do have the ability to do in mass importing is changing your status over to registered. Please note not to change any schools to registered. That is a sales stage used by the service center in order to make sure that we're making sure all prizes and pre-event orders have been placed. So again, you have the ability to manipulate any columns that are attached to this. The great thing that we added in most of your views in Dynamics, so if you're going on and pre-registering a school in Dynamics, you note that it always takes you to the bottom of the screen that makes sure that you're adding in the t-shirt sizes, the number of envelopes, and any special order instructions as well. We have added in those columns as well, so you have the ability to add in that data here as well. So you're making sure that the school is actually getting completely pre-registered when doing mass exporting. The other great thing on this one we've added too is your lead quality, because we want to make sure that we're putting in this lead quality so our activities are generating. And again, it has a drop-down arrow box, and you will select all of the ones that are already currently in Dynamics, so we won't be at fault if putting in the wrong information. So once you've gone on and manipulated and updated all of your information, you will go right up top and you will save the spreadsheet. So click Save As, and just make sure you're saving it in a place you remember where we saved it. I'm going to save mine to my desktop. I'm going to name this Test. And you're going to note here, you are going to want to save it as an XML spreadsheet 2003. So click Save. It will always give you this pop-up, making sure that you really do want to save it as an XML spreadsheet. Continue with this and click Yes. So once your spreadsheet is saved, you will then go back onto your Dynamics view. Key point to note here is you have to go back onto the original view that you exported out in order to import back in. So from here, you will go to Import Data this time once you've gotten back onto your same view in Dynamics. Click on Import Data, and this is where you will browse, and you'll go back to where you saved your spreadsheet. So I saved mine as test, and you just double click and then hit Next once you have uploaded that document. And then this screen, Review Your Settings and Import Data and Allow Duplicates, this is always going to come up and it's going to automatically populate with no, and your name should be selected right here as the owner. That is all correct, and you just hit Submit. And you'll see then data submitted for import. And you just click Finish. And so any of those changes that you just made in Dynamics are now up to date.